Now sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy. Much love to all.
Gnomes. It is hard for people to find gnomes as they have extremely good hearing. It is thought that gnomes are frozen if they are seen by a human, and so they make it a top priority to be found. However, when one has been found, it has been in the woods. Where are gnomes found? In the early 1800s, the earliest recorded garden gnomes were made in Germany. Clay was used to create them. Gnomes initially emerged in English gardens in the 1840s, and their popularity grew from there. How do you lure gnome? Gnomes are drawn to anything that is bright or reflects light. Gems of all kinds are very appealing. They can look into otherwise darkened nooks of the garden with the help of gazing balls. Colorful things, as well as those that move, such as pinwheels and flags, are also favorite. Do gnomes exist? Gnomes do indeed really exist and have done for hundreds of years. Many years ago, real people worked in the gardens of others as garden gnomes and protected their homes and gardens from evil. Over the years, these have been replaced by garden ornaments that were originally brought over from Germany. Some people also think these creatures also exist and generally live in the woods. Where do real gnomes come from? They are thought to have originated from Germany in the 1800s, and around 1840 they were brought to the UK and placed in the gardens of stately homes. In the 1900s, they were made in bulk and people could buy them relatively cheaply, and from then on they became more popular. As the internet became a platform for people to sell things around the world, they have grown in popularity as people can buy them based around their favorite TV shows and around holidays such as Easter, for example. Are Smurfs gnomes? The gnomes are a race of beings that can be described as human-like, but with some differences. Sometimes the same size and sometimes taller than humans. They might or may not have pointy ears like elves do. The males run their own monarchy established over all others. In charge, the king or queen governs his/her people by law, while other politicians make decisions based on what's best for him/herself instead. Gnomes are a race of diminutive human-like creatures, the same size as Smurfs and sometimes taller. They typically have pointed ears, like elves or goblins, but can also come with pointy hats to make them resemble wizards. In the tallest Smurf, two destitute gnome brothers were offered hospitality at the village where they enjoyed some delicious food before being sent on their way again, when asked if there was anything else needed from indoors. What powers do gnomes have? The gnome's eyesight is better than a hawk, their speed 35 miles per hour, and they are 7 times stronger than men. The abilities of this small folk come to use in many ways, such as helping them find injured or dying animals, for which the gnomes feel responsible, because it feels like theirs responsibility rather than someone else who found it first. The belief in gnomes is universal, but their exact role varies by culture. In some cultures, they are seen as protectors of treasure or punished with everlasting happiness. In others, it's punishment instead. What food do gnomes like? Most gnomes are vegetarian, and as they are around nature a great deal, they gather up their food from this environment, so things like berries, nuts, fruit, vegetables, peas, beans, and spices make up a lot of their meals. Gnomes spend a lot of time outside in the natural environment, and like with a lot of species, this has a major bearing on their diet. They eat well as they work together to gather resources and then enjoy being around each other to make great meals. A great source or protein for them is gathered from the nectar of a high protein plant called Vicia sapuin. They like to eat roots, such as especially starchy tubers, that they grow themselves, like parsnips, turnips, carrots, and parsley. As you may have guessed from the shape of the typical gnome body shape, they have a large appetite and are known to eat almost half of their body weight in a single sitting.
Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Till the next time, much love.